Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode from Simply Awesome Planet. I'm so glad to have you back for another great true Animal Kingdom story. Have you ever wondered about the true star behind the Beethoven movies? The one who captured our hearts and made us laugh with his antics? Yeah, I'm talking about Beethoven the Saint Bernard himself. This lovable dog became a household name and a beloved character for many. Let's dive into the untold story of this furry Hollywood icon. From his discovery to his rise to fame, there's so much more to Beethoven than meets the eye. So back in 1992, the producers of the original Beethoven movie were on the hunt for the perfect Saint Bernard. They needed a dog that could not only act but also connect with audiences on an emotional level. They needed a dog with just the right look and personality. It was a tall order, but they were determined to find their star. Enter Chris, a lovable Saint Bernard who was discovered at a dog show. His presence was undeniable, and he quickly caught the eye of the producers. He stood out with his expressive eyes and gentle demeanor. It was as if he was born to be in front of the camera. Chris wasn't just a pretty face though. He had a natural talent for performing and a willingness to learn, which made him a joy to work with on set. He had an incredible work ethic and the ability to nail those emotional scenes, making him the ideal choice for the role. His performances were so genuine that it was easy to forget he was acting. Chris was owned and trained by Carl Lewis Miller, a renowned animal trainer in Hollywood. Carl had a reputation for working wonders with his animal actors. Carl had a knack for bringing out the best in his animal actors, and Chris was no exception. Under Carl's expert guidance, Chris flourished and became a true star. Under Carl's guidance, Chris hit all the right marks, from the comedic moments to the heartwarming scenes that melted our hearts. Now, let's talk stats. Chris was not just any dog, he was a giant in every sense of the word. Chris weighed in at around 180 pounds and stood about 30 inches tall at the shoulder. His size was impressive and it added to his on-screen presence. That's a lot of dog, and he needed every bit of that size to pull off some of the movie's more physical comedy moments. His size and strength were perfect for the role, and he needed every bit of that size to pull off some of the movie's more physical comedy moments. His ability to perform these scenes with such ease made him a standout. Beethoven was such a hit that it spawned multiple sequels. The character of Beethoven became a beloved figure and audiences couldn't get enough of him. Chris reprised his role in Beethoven's Second in 1993, where he stole the show once again. His performance was just as captivating as in the first movie. For Beethoven's Third and beyond, other Saint Bernards took up the mantle, but Chris had already cemented his place as the original Beethoven in our hearts. His legacy was firmly established. Unfortunately, as with all good things, Chris's career and life had an end. His time in the spotlight was over, but his impact was everlasting. He retired from acting after the second movie and lived out his days in comfort and love thanks to Carl and his family. They ensured that his retirement was as wonderful as his career. Chris passed away peacefully a few years later, but his legacy lives on through the Beethoven films that continue to entertain new generations. His spirit lives on in every laugh and tear the movies evoke. So next time you watch Beethoven, remember Chris the Saint Bernard who brought this lovable character to life. His contribution to the film industry is unforgettable. He wasn't just an actor, he was a true star. Thanks for watching Simply Awesome Planet, and for taking this journey with us through the life of a remarkable dog. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into movie history, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See you next time.